Hey, good afternoon, folks. Just changing out my washout port. So what happened here, it's a 2020 SX 190 Yamaha. It's got the non-turboed engine. So what's happened is the rim on this, and actually this is a known wearing part on a Yamaha jet boat. So, you know, buyer beware. So this is about, this is the new one. As you can see, it's not flipped out. And the effect, what happens is that this becomes very, very hard when you put it in your washout port to turn and lock, because the rubber has been bent up and it won't lock properly. So imagine you're in the middle of the lake and you're trying to do a clean out and you can't get this back on. If you can't get this back on, you can't start your motor because it's going to sink. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the first 4 plugs, and then we're going to basically, it comes with a kit here. Couple more plugs. I'm going to put this in, screw this together to this with the 6. Should be back in business. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you see, this has come off. Done the 4 bolts right here. It hooks in here, which will hook in here. I'm going to take the middle one out and we'll see what's happening. Be right back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they give me 6 new bolts. These are pressure washed. This comes off with a washer. You'll notice that this nut in the middle is a different Phillips than the other ones on the top. So beware that, you'll need another Phillips head. Okay, taking off the screws. Going to take off the defective part, and you'll notice that comes off very easily. You'll also notice when you're taking it off, make sure that all of this goes back correctly. Right? The way I matched it up is this knob and this knob come to my chest. Then I match it up with this to the boat. So it's very important that you keep it. Gonna get the new one now. The new one goes on the bottom, and it basically wraps around to the top, on the top. And it's tight, it should be tight. And there is the fit there. I'm gonna put this away, bring this back in. You'll also notice that when I put it together, I also put this part, knowing to me, so very important to match it all up. You'll also notice that they've given you all new parts. The reason why is they wanted you to use lock nut, and they want you to throw all the other bolts and nuts away. The reason being, there's a potential for stripping. That's why they give us all new nuts. So good on Yamaha. Okay, also very important, obviously this goes in the middle, it's lock nut, so you only can use it once. If you mess it up, you'll have to get some more lock nut. Back to the screws, very important. The small ones go in here. There's 6 of them. The big ones, it's a little bit bigger, you'll notice. There's 4 of those, and they go in the top. So make sure you're qualifying which go into the 6 and which go into the 4, so you don't cross thread improperly. If the big one goes in the small one, you're going to rip this part. And there is 2 parts that Yamaha you keep with the kit, the rest you throw away. Okay, folks, so when you're putting in and screwing down the 6 screws, there's a guide post here that will allow you to guide for the 6 screws, and it will only go on that way. So again, thank you, Yamaha, for making it basically dumb-proof. This 6 screws can only go on one way with the guide post. Any other way, it will not screw in. I stuck in the 6 screws, and I started torquing opposite ends to get a nice tug, and it's just a nice tug fit. These are also spring loaded, so be careful. You could lose the spring if you turn it upside down, right? So these are your guideposts for your spring. Then I'm going to put this last one on, put these 4 on, put it back in with my guide, and I'm done. Thanks for watching, folks. Just a little bit reminder, when you're putting this lock nut back in, make sure that this is pointing to the front of the boat so that this can go in. Otherwise, if this is not aligned to the front of the boat, to the opposite end of this, it will not go on properly, and it won't get you that nice pivot. It will be bent, and you'll figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong. And that's because you put the metal piece on incorrectly, and it doesn't give you that. So then after that, I put this piece on, and it follows this groove. Just want to make sure everyone realizes that. And then I'm going to torque these 4 down, and I'm done.